Well, that certainly was a hockey game, right? One of the best things about playing the Toronto Maple Leafs is that you can best be sure every single game that blue and white team ends up playing is on my television screen via Sportsnet or any other regulated, non-illegal means. Yeah, we didn't have to go to the high seas to get this Red Wings and Maple Leafs game. I was able to watch it on Sportsnet because it's Toronto. But the Wings end up losing this one 2-0 in a shutout victory for Anthony Stolarz. And honestly, man, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get maybe a tad worried. A little bit worried, just the tiniest bit worried here, because the Toronto Maple Leafs ended up playing a game that bolstered the likes of Cedric Parekh, Easton Cowan, Max Pacioretty, David Kampf, Alex Steeves, Bobby McMann. Nylander was playing, but not William Nylander. No, the other guy, Alex Nylander. This Toronto Maple Leafs team had none of William Nylander, Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, John Tavares, and on defense, there was no Morgan Riley. Timothy Liljegren was there, so was Topi Niemela, but realistically, this roster was like the Maple Leafs C+ team, and the Red Wings, on the other hand, iced a lineup that included pretty much their main roster, minus JT Compher and with Kasper in the lineup instead. I mean, just going down the names of Red Wings guys in this game: Tarasenko, Mott, Kopp, Raymond, Rasmussen, Fisher, Berggren, Larkin, Kane, Veleno, Kasper, DeBrincat. And then on defense, they iced their normal team: Mata, Hall, Sherratt, Petrie, Seider, Edvinsson. The Red Wings lost this game 2-0. They lost 2-0! Anthony Stolarz gets the shutout, really? I get it, it's preseason, but man, at some point you gotta think, the Wings score goals. What's happening here? Y'all are moving it around really nicely on the man advantage. I thought the Wings had some great puck movement, from point to left to right to across to Kane to shot to rebound. Out in front, I thought there was some great movement even on the 6-on-5. Initially, there was some great movement there, but man, this team is allergic to finding the back of the net. What happened? Now, we're not even going to talk about the Maple Leafs goals just yet. I just wanted to focus on Detroit for this little segment of the video, because if this is the kind of energy that we end up seeing into the regular season, then I have no idea what we can expect out of the Detroit Red Wings. The potential was there. The guys are there. You had Tarasenko and Kane making some really nice plays. Alex DeBrincat on the flank taking shots. Dylan Larkin right there down the middle. You had guys moving. You had guys that were there, but like, I don't know, man. The Red Wings did not look like they were trying in this game to really take it to the Toronto Maple Leafs AHL team, because this one, honestly, was one of the more forgettable experiences. Now, I'll say there were a few standouts. I think Marco Kasper looked pretty alright. It looked like there was some good effort out of him throughout the game. And also, I'd say Michael Rasmussen. I thought that he was a wrecking ball, kinda. Maybe not in comparison to what we have seen out of some of these other teams the past few games here. This was no Cedric Parekh, Arbor Xhekaj, Ridley Gregg, Brady Tkachuk situation, but Michael Rasmussen was a hound on the forecheck, and he did have some really good checking plays into the boards. I thought he was really effective in this one, and even the commentary team was talking about how Michael Rasmussen has been such a force out there. This is the kind of guy where even if he doesn't produce 60, 70 points a year, he can still be extraordinarily valuable just with the physical element that he provides. We had made a video earlier this morning talking about Arbor Xhekaj, talking about Matt Rempe, and while Michael Rasmussen might not have the same level of violence like those guys do, just the big physical nature of a guy who's not afraid to be a machine on the forecheck, yeah, that's pretty valuable. And it helped out the Red Wings in this game, getting pucks back and making sure they were able to maintain possession. I was a fan of Rasmussen, although I do recognize that his offensive capability definitely is not up to snuff like some of the other guys on the team. But then again, who cares when nobody on the gosh darn team gets any goals? I'd say probably the best chance, if I had to label it off the top of my head, in this game, it was the Patrick Kane cross-crease pass through like 3 Maple Leaf defenders in the slot right to Tarasenko on the left side, who who ended up having a chance to lock in. He loaded up, he shot, and it was a beautiful save by his former teammate Anthony Stolarz. He flashed the leather as well. They kind of smiled at each other afterwards. Heartwarming moment for sure, but definitely one of those, oh crap, that was a great chance opportunities. The Red Wings didn't really do anything else outside of that, man. Shots to the net, rebounds, passes out in front, they weren't able to get much. And the Maple Leafs farm team was able to really hold back what was supposed to be the main Wings team in this game here. Now, there were 2 goals scored by Nick Robertson. That guy has had the last 5 Maple Leafs goals in the preseason. He's been a monster. And now I think he's leading the league in goals in the preseason. I mean, he must have overtaken Adam Fantilli and Mathieu Olivier of the Columbus Blue Jackets by now, right? So Nick Robertson ended up having himself 2 beautiful goals. The first one was scored in the second period. It was on the man advantage. From the moment Easton Cowan got the cross-crease pass from left to right over to Robertson, I said to myself, oh, that's a goal. Like, that's it. He got the goalie moving, he locked up, he loaded, he shot the opposite way. Cam Talbot had no chance on that one. Beautiful snipe there by Nick Robertson. And then in the third period, Robertson again gets himself the 2-0 goal. It comes off of a really great back-checking effort to make sure the Red Wings are not able to get any significant chances on Stolarz. Robertson with the back check, he frees up the puck. Eventually the Leafs come back the other way. Centering pass out in front, it's Robertson again who dekes so hard onto the backhand, and he walks right around Cam Talbot, who actually did have a pretty alright game. I don't want to talk smack about Talbot. He made 23 saves on 25 shots, a 9.20 save percentage certainly is not bad, but it's Robertson again who ends up getting the tally here. I'm telling you, it's going to be really difficult for the Maple Leafs to cut Nick Robertson and subject him to the same treatment they've been giving him over the years. He wanted a trade, he wanted out, he wanted a bigger opportunity. Well, in Toronto, he may not have a choice but to just get that opportunity himself. Now, before the end of the game, this is where things got really frustrating for Red Wings Nation because they had themselves the 6-on-5, the empty net, they're down by 2, and while they're doing this, they're cycling it around, they're getting it back to the point, they're getting their shots on. Dylan Larkin takes a penalty, checking to the head right there in the slot. Now, to Larkin's credit, he didn't necessarily see the guy that he was checking as he was coming across the middle there. That was Toronto Maple Leafs defenseman Rafai. He just kind of got him at the wrong spot at the wrong time, and it resulted in a 2-minute minor penalty. Honestly, it could have been 5, I'm not gonna lie. Nobody got hurt, it seemed like, because Rafai was up and ready to go afterwards, but that kind of killed all the momentum. The Leafs had a power play, they didn't score. The Red Wings then got it back, they continued their 6-on-5 chances, and they weren't able to get anything done. The only good thing out of these was, like, Jeff Petrie being at the blue line, knocking down all of the clearing attempts. I think that was, like, maybe the best part about it. But other than that, I mean, Tarasenko, Kane, Raymond, DeBrincat, I noticed they don't really pass it to DeBrincat much. It's kind of funny. The only time DeBrincat touches the puck is when the puck ricochets into the corner and he gets it. Nobody passes it to him. It's weird. But the team didn't look like they tried much. I thought Petrie was okay. I thought Kasper was alright. I thought Rasmussen was a wrecking ball. But other than that, GG's to the Maple Leafs. At least it was a calm game with no injuries, right? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Nick Robertson's 2-goal game as the Leafs beat the Red Wings 2-0. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.